The craft brew scene in Minnesota is booming, but there is one local tap that's been running for 12 years now that still stands out.
So this is so far beyond a good bottle of beer, isn't it?
It really is. I think so. Yeah, a beer doesn't tell the entire story on this one.
Jackie Berglund is the founder and CEO of Finnegans. Sure, it's a beer brand, but it's much more.
What is Finnegans' mission? It's turning beer into food. What did we do last year? We purchased and donated 160,000 pounds of produce.
Here's how it works. Finnegans is sold to bars and liquor stores throughout Minnesota. The profits go to food shelves in the sellers' towns or neighborhoods. Some of the money is then used to buy fresh produce, the healthy stuff that food shelves don't get enough of.
Years ago, you knew nothing about beer.
I knew nothing about beer, so I've learned a lot about beer. I now know what these things are, which is a good thing.
Beer has helped Jackie bottle her true passion of giving back. Years ago, she learned how to make the business plan work, how a for-profit company can fund nonprofit activities.
It was like my hair was on fire. I thought that is the smartest business model I've ever heard. How do we do that?
At the time, Jackie was working as the director of marketing for Kieran Folliard, known for his 3 popular Irish pubs in the Twin Cities. She worked with Kieran to develop Finnegans, but when it became clear she needed to devote her full attention to her passion, he was all for it.
I wrote Kieran a check for $1. And in September of 2000, I left working with Kieran to start the beer company.
For 9 years, Jackie worked as the only full-time employee at Finnegans. Now there are 6 people on staff, along with an army of volunteers working events and helping them spread the word of just how beer can give back.
How many volunteers do you have?
I think on our email list we're at like maybe 1,600, 1,700 people.
Wow.
And it's growing every day, so it's awesome.
Do you get a lot of people, wondering when you do tell them about this? Do they think that this is kind of a crazy, a wild idea?
Yeah, we do a lot. A lot of times people are like, they take a second and they think, well, how does that actually work? How do you do that? And so we walk them through kind of, we brew the beer, sell it to distributors, then it goes on to retail accounts where you can enjoy it. We take our profits, we give it to the Finnegans Community Fund, and then it's sent through to our food bank partners. They purchase produce, goes to the food shelves, so we break it down step by step.
The Finnegans name is out in full force in the community. Faces that believe in the mission, focused on making the world a better place.
So this is our jersey and outfit for the MS150 team. We decided to support a team this year, and our goal is to get 150 people riding. We got 152. Our team raised over $90,000, I think, for the MS Society. So we had a whole bunch of people out in these jerseys. Jackie rode in it. We did a custom bike, gave it away to one of our team members and everything. So it was a really fun campaign. We had the best tent at the party on Saturday too, so it's really fun.
And this really wouldn't be possible with all these volunteers, would it?
Oh gosh, no, not at all. I don't know if Jackie even mentioned this yet, but she always likes to say there's a million fingerprints on this brand.
Right now, Finnegans is brewed and bottled by St. Paul's Summit Brewing Company.
So this is kind of the secret formula.
Yeah,
right
so
here,
here's
Jackie.
some of our ingredients, Liz. We've got some hops here, the Centennial hops, which is in our blonde ale. That's our latest product. And then we got the Fuggle, which is also in our amber ale. So some of the ingredients that make up the very tasty Finnegans brew. And we contract brew at Summit Brewing Company doing our bottles and our draft, and we came out with cans in April that we do up at the 3rd Street Brew House in Cold Spring.
Jackie believes companies like hers will only continue to grow as more people look for meaning in what they do for a living. Her company has given away $340,000 so far, $100,000 alone in 2012.
Where do you get your energy from?
I don't know, much to my parents' chagrin, I've always been like this. My title is Rambunctious Social Entrepreneur and CEO, so there you have it.
That fits you well. Yeah, spot on. What is this job like for you? I mean, I imagine it has to be very rewarding.
I love my job. I love it. I mean, just coming into the office every day and working with Jackie, that's awesome. And then on top of that, all the cool people I get to meet, so with our volunteers. It's cool because we have the people who love our beer events, and then we have the people who love our philanthropic, our mission side of it, and then we have the people that love both, so it's awesome bringing people together like that.
What's it like to be around Jackie's energy every day?
It's contagious. It's contagious. Yeah, it's such a fun environment to work in, and a lot of great ideas, and it's such a great place to work because if someone has a great idea, we talk about it, and then if we all agree, we implement it that day. So it's wonderful.
Success seems to be catching on too. 12 years later, and Finnegans is now served in over 2,000 bars and restaurants, and it's the 5th largest beer brand in Minnesota.
Now you're a beer drinker, though, I bet.
I do like beer, yeah.
It's part of the job.
Part of my job.
Yeah.
Occupational hazard.
But in true Jackie Berglund fashion, the work is far from over, toasting to some big goals to feed people in need.
I want to be giving away millions of dollars every year. 100,000 last year was a big stretch goal for us, and to hit that was fantastic. But I want to be giving away millions of dollars, so I have to sell a lot more beer.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.